The Radiant's team
This
chooses.
is actually really strong against all the massive spell damage LGD have. The Avalanche Toss, he doesn't take damage from that, and the NA as well.
That's true, but I will say that Ember's normally really good at split pushing, and this LGD lineup is really good at ganking split push. So he could die quite a few times here, and you can't always have Flame Guard online.
Well, I think the
10
most
seconds remaining.
important part of the Ember in this game is having the Remnant always
5
behind
seconds
you whenever
remaining.
you're trying to farm. As long as you have that, it's going to be very difficult for LGD to
Reserve
gank you.
time.
Since the best thing they have is like Vendetta, and you don't use the Vendetta strike, you just impale from the Invis, so he doesn't get time to dodge your stun.
Yeah, maybe he can Carapace if he's got Flame Guard online, but that's gonna just depend, I guess. And if he has it online, then he won't. They'll need a lot of items on this Tiny.
But it looks like Vici's lineup, Nature's Prophet plus Ember, these two heroes are very annoying to fight against in a team fight, in a team clash. Prophet can just split push, move you around, and Ember can just deal damage over time. If the fight prolongs for a long period of time, obviously Ember and Visage they will throw more soul assumptions and sleight of fist, and your heroes like Veno and the Wiz is just gonna be very unhappy about that.
Yeah, they're just very good at blowing up squishy supports in general, this lineup. And now for LGD, they'll need a solo mid. Unless they want a dual lane mid, the Wisp and Tiny, but we haven't seen too much of that. Assuming they want a solo mid, there's a TA out there, there's a Viper.
TA doesn't feel... Yeah, I like the Viper more. TA doesn't feel like really good against their heroes because they have the Flame Guard to take your refraction. Oh, they actually...
Wow, Enigma. Offlane and jungle Enigma. Are they going aggressive?
Wait, what is going on? So Wiz and Enigma is the two supports. Veno is solo mid.
Oh, far Veno. Okay, this makes.
It's not actually that strong though against.
Offlane Veno. Oh, maybe he's playing it.
Maybe they want to use the Veno against the Ember Spirit, so he has a really tough time in the lane.
But I guess before he hits level 6, it's really hard for him. Veno's mostly magic damage, and Ember's got the shield.
Yeah, but you can't really farm effectively against a Veno. Like in the lane,
10
you
seconds
can't constantly
remaining.
pop your shield to farm. He's just gonna harass you over and over with the sting.
5 seconds remaining.
Does he really need farm? I mean, they've got Lifestealer, Prophet, and Visage, all heroes that can somewhat carry the team.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. Like, the Venom will have a good time against Ember in the lane, but what happens after the laning phase? Like,
right, that's what I'm thinking right now.
Ember is so strong later on against all their heroes, and he just needs like level 7, level 8, then he's going to be able to do a lot for his team.
Well, Winter, I know one thing. I'm excited to see Ember Spirit. One of my favorite heroes to play in pubs, and a hero that was super popular when he first came out has somewhat fallen off.
The game. It's a shame.
It
Really.
doesn't change. Teams just figure out how to deal with it, I guess.
He's a useful red hero, I would say.
Yeah. He is a useful hero. He's not a beastly hero. One of the more useful ones. Okay, let's introduce games here. It's going to be a match for both teams. For LGD, they're sitting 1 and 3 in the group stage. A loss here puts them at 1 and 4 and makes it close to impossible for them to go into the playoffs. So they pretty much have to win out, I want to say, from here on out.
Steady now.
We've got PF
30 seconds until we are tested by combat.
Tiny. On the Wisp will be DC supporting top lane. They run maybe it's the solo mid Veno, and they will run the jungle Enigma for DD, and that puts Yao into the safe lane next, so trying to dodge the Vici tri-lane, and it looks like they will successfully do so.
This is...
I just realized I don't have Indian
this is going to be good for them if they dodge the tri-lane. And on the Dire side, we have Vici Gaming. Our TK, the captain, will be on the Prophet once more.
It begins.
Super will be handling the red hero, Ember Spirit, solo mid. Fenrir will be on the Visage. FY will be on Rubik. It's gonna be a great Rubik game. Syla will be on the Lifestealer to round things off.
Well, guys, if you're just joining us, StarLadder does indeed have a ticket. It's only $10. It comes with 222 matches. Some days we've had like 17 to 18 per day when all 4 regions are going. So if you're looking for just one ticket to buy, you want to watch all regions of play, it's not too late to pick up a StarLadder ticket from the store. It comes with a Lich set, but most importantly, a whole lot of games. And as you can see, this prize pool keeps on growing. It started at $80,000. It's now up to 179. So it's grown by just about 100,000 already. And we're not even that close to the LAN finals yet. So very excited. I think it should break 200,000, which is pretty damn big.
Yeah, it's a very worthy ticket to purchase.
Yeah, I mean, you look at some other tickets and like they've got 100 games,
Bottom
but
lane.
and 2 or 3 regions. But yeah, they're coming on out here. The open wants to start. Assumption is available, and he carpets it. Very well done. He didn't
Well
skill
done.
anything.
Yeah, that was really well done. If you had Impale, it would probably have died already.
Take play. And holding on your skill point that long, you don't see many players do that.
Yeah, Spike Carapace is especially good against the Visage, Soul Assumption, and something like Alchemist Stun as well. It's really strong. They're gonna not get the first bird, and they're just gonna rotate middle right after that. Huh.
Yeah, I mean, why not if you're Vici Gaming here? They don't really need to leave any help for the lifestealer bottom.
Yeah, Amber Spirit is actually having a very tough time against the Venom, taking so much harass. And he didn't start with a stout shield, so that's actually quite surprising. Like, I see a lot of players actually start with stout shield. Maybe he feels that he just needs the bottle against Venom, doesn't need the damage block, because Amber starts with 1 armor at level 1.
Yeah, his base armor is atrocious,
For
and it's one of the reasons why his mid lane is generally feels weak.
For an agility hero and 1 armor, that's really...
He is going for max Flame Guard. Sing Sing likes to max Searing Chains and Slate.
Okay.
Or Slate, yeah.
I
Play the
think
fifth.
Flame Guard is the spell that does the most damage at level 7 if you max it.
Yeah, well the reason Sing Sing does it is that they like to run out of junglers, and so they'll just smoke his lane, and you just initiate with Searing Chains, Slate, and you just get the kills.
Yeah, that's one way. It's a very offensive way, I would say, of playing it. And Vici Gaming actually wasted a smoke trying to go smoke towards bottom lane, and Yao actually went all the way to middle. And the Enigma also used 1 smoke just to get to top lane quicker.
They can kill RTK. Already a level 3 Enigma. He's gone 2 points of Malefice here as well. And yeah, now the conversion
He
gets
should be dead.
spawn. ROTK should be our first blood. If they can just get the avalanche off, they'll need to just throw it here. He tries to juke it, but not gonna happen. Tiny.
First blood. Better yours than mine.
Yeah, the trade-off I think is still alright. This is still pretty good, even though they lost the Prophet, but they're farming on the other 2 lanes. But the only thing is the Prophet, whether he can just go behind and draw the creeps away. Otherwise, LGD would be pushing the tier 1.
And now Yao, well, gonna have a hard time defending.
Dyer's top
1v2
tower
pushes
is
that
under
bottom
attack.
lane. They
RTK is gonna try to pull the wave away, so he can buy
Radiant's
time.
bottom tower is fading
zoning Yao out
fast.
pretty
Dyer's top
aggressively.
tower is feeling
There's
its
nothing you can do to stop the
mortality.
tower push, but Prophet you can use the treants. That's the good thing about being a Prophet.
the problem for Vici is they just don't push very
Radiant's
fast.
bottom
Even though
tower
they're
is
not
under
competitive
attack.
push. It's a very slow push for them.
Yeah, they don't have
Radiant
summons.
structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under
They
attack.
can actually,
There is little
they
it
actually
can
keep
do.
the Prophet towards bottom.
Dyer's
but
top
they chose to have
tower
the
is
Prophet
under
that comes to slow
attack.
down the push. I
It
think
fights.
there's actually
Radiant's
a
bottom
better
tower
indication
is
for seeing how much he's actually
fading
slowing them down.
fast. Stone tiny.
Oh, here's Yao. Yao's doing some manual drawing away of the creeps.
And now he's surrounded and Super's here, and this should be a kill. Yeah, there's your
Like Carapace ain't gonna save you, buddy.
Slate to the face. Or Slate. I keep on saying that's the wrong way to pronounce it.
Slight of this.
Like, yeah, it looks like Slay though. It's like Slay with a T, man. So it's not Slate. I don't know. English is a confusing language.
I thought French is a confusing language. I think French is
Every language is confusing, man. language is confusing. What can I say? And now Phase Boots will be the choice for Super. Not going for Arcanes,
Huh.
which I actually kind of prefer this build, to be honest. Every time I watch Arcane Boots, I just feel like it's underwhelming.
No, but if you tried it, if you
Radiant's
maxed
bottom
light
tower is
of
under
this
attack.
At levels, early levels, you won't have the mana pool to sustain it without the arcane boots.
But you don't really need Arcane, because you can just drop a Spirit, you kill him, and Spirit back into the lane.
Yeah, but you're not gonna do like you constantly need to go back to base. Like in a fight, if the fight is prolonged and you don't have an arcane boost, you can't spam that many slides.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I've in my experience, I feel like
Dyer's
just
top tower
between
is
having like
feeling
Bottle
its
Crow, getting a
mortality.
few
Dyer's
runes,
structures are
and using the
fortified.
remnants to go
Radiant's
base.
It's not
bottom
about the
tower
remaining phase,
has
I think
fallen.
the arcane boost is more of the
Dyer's
fight. You're
top
able to
tower is
sustain
under
the
attack.
long fights with your slide and arcane boost. I
So your phase
actually
routine-
didn't. No, I
Dyer's
like
top
the
tower
phase
is under
boost at first,
attack.
but after
It
seeing
fights
the
for its
arcane boost, I was
life.
like, Why do you get arcane boots on this hero? You want defense to be endemic.
Dyer's top
It's like-
tower
I
has
got,
been
I got my man
lost to
Soups back here.
war.
Let's see how it works out though. We'll see. Keep an eye on his mana pool this game and see if he actually has enough
you
what he
need
needs.
drums. If you go face boots, you need drums.
Oh yeah. No, I definitely agree with you there.
And the thing is, if he gets guild, his ultimate, his illusion will be like crawling like a turtle.
His illusion?
His ultimate, yeah, because it's based on your movement speed. So if you get guild,
Oh, the remnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I shouldn't use illusion. Okay, remnant. Sorry.
Yeah. I was like, wait, maybe I don't. Maybe I'm confused with something. Okay. DD will spawn top. Maybe he's gonna get it. So people are having the best rune luck as of late. He got the one DD earlier though.
Talk about double damage yesterday. The Storm or Mu, he got like 3-4 double damage in one game.
Yeah, he has like 50 runes, so I didn't think that was. It won him the game, but I feel like he earned those double damage runes, you know.
It's more like the team created space for him to control the runes.
Okay, the team earned his double damage runes. Fine, Winter.
Just look at the creeps. They're drawing the creeps like.
You should be a lawyer, my friend. Your semantics.
I would be a really bad lawyer.
I believe in you. Here comes Vici. They'll abandon that bottom lane. They'll just leave the Lifestealer here, and realistically, LGD are gonna have a very hard time killing him. Yao's level 3, so I do like this adjustment for Vici.
Yeah, they can probably just try to give their supports more levels in the next few minutes. Like it was like the similar situation like yesterday. The Prophet can't really go to the lane, but he's still standing in the lane. He can actually start, maybe not their jungle, he can go to the enemy's jungle in this situation and leave the lane to one of the supports.
Well, I guess it wouldn't matter what Boot Super went for the way this lane's developing. He's just getting harassed so hard.
Yeah.
They at like half HP.
It's very difficult to lane against the Venom as an Ember in the lane, but if you look at the last hits, they're both dead even, so I think he has done a really good job.
Yeah, of course, maybe he's gonna do a better job of controlling the runes with the way the lane's pushing now, but there's a smoke, and Super's on the prowl. They'll find DD here in the woods. He does a black hole. Does he have mana for it? No. No mana, and it's already on Dexy for the early push. So that's the death of DD.
Huh.
Dyer's middle tower is under
Spent
attack.
money on the power trades before he died. Okay, I didn't expect that.
Dyer's middle tower
I was
is
thinking that he might
learning
go for
to
like a quick map or
fear.
something. But soaring is actually purchased on the IO.
Double damage.
Yeah, so she's not rushing a mech, and Benno could go for one, but Benno's going treads as well.
Huh. I feel like the Venom for the jungle.
Lol.
Just an avalanche toss, gone. The bird, the Imba hero.
Yeah.
He actually went for 2 points in Grave Chill at level 4.
What?
Huh?
That must be a
Okay.
myth. Why would you do that? That must be a myth click.
Yeah, must be a mistake. I don't think there's even any remote situation that 2 points in Grave
Dyer's
Chill would
middle
be less than
tower
2
is
points
under
in
attack.
consumption.
No gale
Yeah.
can
Well,
stop the
even if you're playing
flames.
Harris, you still would go for that.
Yeah,
Dyer's middle tower has been
LGD are in
uprooted.
good control on the map right now. 2 towers down, map starting to open up, and the Wisp ultimate is coming up. This is the time for the Wisp to be very, very, very deadly on the map.
And Vici are going pretty good here. One Midas out on the Lifestealer, who got it very early, and then another Midas for the Prophet, and they're already running Ember, so they're looking
Which
to take this
doesn't-
late against Tiny Wisp almost, it seems.
Yeah, Ember
Or
is...
later,
Ember
anyway.
late game against Tiny Wisp, I think he would do fairly fine too, since you can always be at a safe distance, dealing damage with your sleight of face. And the Tiny can't really... He needs to go
Radiant's
to
bottom
distance
tower is
before
under
he starts
attack.
hitting you.
There is
So I think
little it can do.
He's still a good hero against Tiny, and he's going for the max light and max flame guard build.
And like you pointed out, the flame guard makes it hard to combo you, so you can't instantly kill Ember usually.
Yeah.
Unless you do DD, and then you're quite far.
They're gonna go for a smoke right now. The second smoke of the game. They're gonna go try to control their jungle since they already lost control of their own jungle.
Look at Yao, he's already suspicious about some sort of movement as he's hiding under these towers bottom, but now he'll show himself, and the Observer Ward's here, but
who's gonna die?
they might catch two out. The drop the Remnant immediately catches out DDC, and then Xiao Tuju will be next, tosses the Ember away, who comes right back in for the kill. Well, he's for the Veil at least, but that's a big double kill.
Yeah, that was a really good.
And Wisp was not level 6 yet, that's level 6.
That kill happened because it's weird if I say it. That kill happened because LGD had a ward here. They saw no heroes there. And they felt very safe, but smoke.
Well, they didn't, I guess maybe they felt safe top, but Yao was hiding in the trees.
Yeah,
Like they didn't
they-
all feel safe.
They thought like they might go for bottom lane because like the ward here spotted no heroes at top, so you were thinking that Vici had their team at bottom
Right.
lane.
Ah, yeah, that's a good
why
point.
that's why I felt like the ward actually made the gang happen.
Well, lesson learned: don't buy any more wards, guys. wards are gonna get you killed. Pub logic, strong logic.
Yeah, I think that's not a very good way to play pubs.
That's the logical conclusion, Winter.
Yeah, but
on that.
it doesn't. You know, it actually supposed to be.
If you follow the chain of logic through, you arrive at one inevitable conclusion that
and the
wards are bad.
And
for your
the inevitable
team.
conclusion means that you should not buy wards.
Yes.
Right. You must be a carry player.
Yes. Well, Vici Gaming are gonna go for another smoke here, perhaps? No, just gonna rotate through their woods. And it looks like Super. We'll have to see. Could be the Deso first or the BKB, but generally I'd expect the Deso with this build.
Deso, I think. If he goes for a hammer this early,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
going for-
It shall
but
encroach no
BKB is actually
more.
really good against their heroes. But yeah, but
Dyer's bottom
Yeah,
tower is
I
under
agree.
attack. It may,
I like
yet
Deso though.
Dyer's
Makes the
structures are
Lifestealer hit quite
fortified.
hard.
same. I like the Deso damage.
And good with this Buffet just for pushing effectively. FY still in the Plague Wards. Very
Just look
annoying.
at the damage he dealt to the Wisp in one fight. So like 200 damage, almost 100 over damage.
Mid lane, ROTK. He's being
relocate.
caught out here by a Vendetta gank. Oh no. And then relocate. ROTK. Midas was up too. It's almost worth a
Radiant's
rage buy
middle
there.
tower is under attack. It will fall like a ripe
I
apple.
feel like he needs much excuse, that ROTK.
It's gonna be a really tough game for Prophet. He has the bug. he
Yeah,
has
and
the-
Veno did go mech,
he
by
has
the
the
way.
bug to deal with and the relocate. So Veno, as you mentioned, completed the mech. So none of the other guys need to worry about that. Maybe the Enigma can just go for a quick BKB. Yeah, he's going to do that. But he doesn't have soaring though. That's still quite surprising for me. Your mana, you will always need like a mana item. He didn't go for any mana item apart from the Bacillus.
Yeah, I guess with the treads he can use tread swapping to help make up for it, but it's still, he'll
think-
have to go base a
Yeah, I
lot.
still think it's not enough though. Unless you
Oh, they do have the Wisp, they have the Wisp, but usually the Wisp needs to reserve the soaring for Tiny. So yeah, I don't know.
I only think you can do this if you have a Crystal Maiden on your team.
I mean, you can see why he went for the early
Yeah, I
Batsy though.
understand.
They wanted to push the safe lane, but I guess this is the drawback to that build.
Yeah, because like none of the other heroes can go for Bacillus. Like Tiny doesn't really go for Bacillus, so yeah.
And he's almost got Ags. This is a very
Radiant's
big
top
Tiny.
tower is under
He's still
attack.
farming the enemy Lifestealer, and Lifestealer went Midas. And this was before the Ag.
It's because of the towers.
I
they
foresee
have
the
one
Radiant's
tower
top
advantage.
tower
It's gonna be
falling
even
shortly.
soon.
Radiant's
Well,
top
this is a
tower
fast
has
pace run.
shattered.
I wonder if it's enough. Sure, they're up against a Tricore, but a farm Tiny, if his team just gets one good, like, Blink Impale, one good Black Hole, he can kill everyone during that time.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, the sentry. Wow, it was just. Well, he was just really lucky that he was just getting out of there.
Just in the nick of time.
Oh, that was just 1 second. He would have been dead. But like you said, the Tiny can definitely fight the whole team of Vici Gaming. At the same time, Vici Gaming's heroes are. I wouldn't say they are bad against Tiny. Like we talked about before, the Ember is really good at kiting a Tiny. So even if the situation arises where the Tiny has like maybe 3-4 slots, but the Ember will still be able to deal a lot of damage to the Tiny.
Alright, Super, what's it gonna be? Mithril Hammer or Ogre Club? He might be waiting to see what he needs here.
Yeah, both of the items are really good. I feel like it's not necessarily certain that he'll go for Deso, but yeah.
It seems more suitable. If they want to go double Midas, you generally do that to take it late. So it would be kind of weird for Super to go for the BKB in that
Yeah,
sense.
true. But it still wouldn't be surprising if he goes for it since there are so many lockdowns on LGD. So it's still both choices.
Dyer's top
Yeah.
tower is feeling its mortality.
Well, make a decision here, Winter. Stand for something. Have an opinion for once in your life.
Okay, if me, I would do. BKB
Dyer's
because
top
I
tower is under
would just
attack.
dive in with the
It
Ember.
fights for its
You
life.
chose wrong. You chose wrong.
Because like one thing about the BKB is like the enemy can't take your flame guard away. Your flame guard does a lot of damage.
Dyer's
So you
top
can just
They have to
tower is
relocate
under
here.
attack.
Oh, sorry.
he can just BKB and run in with the flame guard and do a lot of damage. That's the upside about having the BKB.
The downside is you don't get those sweet kill secures.
That's not kill secure. That's like dealing damage from far away with the Deso.
Yeah, you just use Winter, didn't you? You're supposed to use it to last hit. Play the fist.
But I thought you said before, like 5 minutes ago, you said the Deso will help the Lifestealer deal more damage.
Yeah. On the heroes you're not KSing. Like you use it to hit 4 heroes, you KS 1, then he starts hitting hard, then you KS the next.
I'll be extremely worried if I play a pub with you and you're playing on the X.
Ay. Well, Vici Gaming they'll hang on for now. The Tiny has that eggs. Now this is where things get scary. If they have one bad fight, Tiny probably takes 2 towers off of
he
that
actually
fight.
has the X at level 1 ultimate. Oh, he looks actually really cute.
It doesn't work at level 1, right? The cleave? I don't think it works at level 1.
Really?
Yeah, I remember. Maybe they changed it. We'll find out soon.
I'm looking at him. He's gonna hit crit soon.
I'm like, at least the last time I did this, I thought it was so cute, I didn't want to level it up. Damn it, hit a creep, Tiny! You're trolling us.
It's gonna be...
To be fair, the last time I got Ags before I hit level 11 was a while ago. This is very
Yeah,
bad.
he's so farmed. That's why. Okay, he's gonna hit a crit. Okay, there.
Oh, it does work. It must have been a bug then, because I swear when I did it before, like, this was like a year and a half ago, it didn't work.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He's
The
like
Dire
he's
have
like the
fortified
truck
their
is
grove.
too big for him.
So adorable. I think it's a Deso. No, it's, yeah, it's a Deso. Alright.
Did he get...
Now I'm excited.
He's a kid.
Yeah, it definitely used to be bugged, but like obviously I guess they fixed it since then.
Yeah, I think it should be this way. Like, because you buy, it directly buffs your ultimate. Why does it mean that your level 1 ultimate...
Well, but think, I mean, it makes sense if it doesn't work. It's
is
too heavy.
losing
Well, it used to
its
be
foundation.
Winter used to be held with 2 hands when he ran. Like when he was running.
Okay, so logically it's too heavy for the small guy.
Dire's
Yeah,
bottom
like the
tower
animation
has
used to be
been
different. If you look
denied.
inside Metal Blog,
So willfully did they take it.
back when they, like, he released it, it's like Tiny's holding it with 2 hands and like struggling to keep it up. There's a patch note
Bottom
that I
lane.
missed.
You might want
Maybe it wasn't a
to
bug.
be there, bottom lane.
Yeah. I am there, don't worry. I'm going Yao now. We'll drop the sentry
Tower is
here. And the
under attack.
black hole. Black hole at the ready. The reload comp. They haven't even bothered with the black hole yet. What are they dead? Tiny Sama.
Yeah, the spike
Very strong.
carapace reflected. One was the soul assumption, the other one was like not fate blood, I think. He reflected a lot of damage. That's why he lived so long. Otherwise, I don't think.
Good counter game.
Yeah, otherwise I don't
Radiant's
think they
middle
would have been
tower
able to
is
push the fight
losing
actively.
its
Still
foundation.
really good job by Yao. Oh, here comes.
And the
Here comes-
DD doesn't have mana for black hole actually. I guess that's why he didn't
Oh
use
yeah,
it.
true. He didn't have mana. This is the downside, but he has like 11 stick charges.
Yeah, maybe he could have used it.
Yeah, he didn't need to in the end though, so it was alright. This is a really unconventional lifestealer bomb with the Ember Spirit.
2,500 gold.
Wow. Okay,
They could maybe, if Vici wins a fight and then take the tier 1, they can probably just go into Roach. Are they just gonna sneak it?
he can just fly in with the Remnant. Yeah. Let me just go in.
See? Free fountain trip. No problem.
Yeah, but it still doesn't mean that you get Arcane. There's no point of getting Arcane Boots. He still runs out of mana.
There's the Deso buff, and they've got a
Dire's
sentry
top
ready
tower
here.
is
Yeah, I was playing
feeling
it very
its
safe.
mortality.
Yeah, he can't afford to just run in here without the dagger. There's no way he can get his initiation off. They need maybe the Venom to go in first to drop all the spells before they can really initiate on this. It's gonna be really
Wow,
difficult.
he's a tanky Veno. He's got point booster and mech. They're gonna have a hard time preventing his ult.
I think he still dies, like, yeah, but he'll eventually get his ult off, but he still dies fairly quick, I feel.
Well, yeah, mainly to the lifestealer who can just clean him up.
This fight is gonna be... It's gonna be really crucial for them. They need to hold on to this Roshan, they can't give it away. Oh, Prophet! Oh, the courier!
Radiant's courier has been slain. A sound
Wow, he
strategy.
actually almost got punished for that.
Oh, I couldn't see the observer because there was a hero standing on it. I was like, where's their vision? But this aggressive ward sets that one up. Well done.
Yeah, he was alright. Was anything in the courier? Anything important at all? I think nothing,
no,
right?
nothing on.
Yeah, nothing.
Just a shitty wizard on the courier.
Just a so now you have...
Nothing,
So,
nothing of value was lost this day,
yeah,
Winter.
you're hating this career now?
It's his name, he's the shitty wizard. I'm not hating on him. They'll lift him up, Yao. Just throw him back down and keeps on chasing. Relocate onto Fenrir, but a flame guard does a good amount of damage. They just bring them down. The black hole gets cast only on the life stealer. Can they focus him in time? This Ember Spirit is hitting hard, but he just needs some backup, and he gets none. He gets no support until the life stealer buys back. Once again, Super, another sleight of fist, another searing chains. Doesn't get the kill.
The craggy exterior saved the Tiny.
Wow. Are they just gonna go Roche with buyback? I think they are.
Oh no.
They Roche?
Well, I thought that fight was gonna be like easily won by LGD. Huh.
This Ember Spirit, super hit, and the Searing Chains 2 heroes played a bit on like 3 times in a row.
Okay.
That did a lot of damage.
Yeah, the Desolator paid off here. I'm on you. I'm with you.
Well, this is when they don't initiate on it
Radiant's
though. If they
middle
go on it,
tower
it's
is
15
under
XP.
attack. It will fall like
You
a
can just
ripe
say
apple.
buyback and buyback.
The Dire has put Roshan to
that's
peace.
true.
If they go on him, it's still risky if he has buyback. But again, like you mentioned, if he doesn't get focus, he's gonna deal a lot of damage with the Vessel.
And Super's now feeling quite confident with the team having
Radiant's
it.
middle
They give him
tower is
actually
under
the
attack.
Sylar.
Radiant's middle tower has collapsed.
Working towards a Basher here, it looks like. Wants it for the Tiny Ice.
Basher. Yeah. He needs to be able to lock down the Tiny, but the Tiny is actually going to be moving really quick with the tether. And
Tiny's going BKB.
yeah, he needs to go. I think he needs to go BKB if he wants to man fight and win the life stealer. So you can take
Dire's
the
bottom
bonus
tower
yourself.
hopes for aid. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Sometimes you'll see
It
a lot
will
of Tiny
fall
players
like
just
a
like,
ripe
even
apple.
against Lifesteal, just go Mansa, but
Yeah, true. Manta is
Radiant's
also
middle tower is under
solution,
attack.
but I guess he's worried about like a lot of spell damage from the Prophet, the Visage, and the Rubik. So he just wants to like. It's Xiaotuji. He always goes for BKB on his carry heroes.
yeah, it's a very different style from say like Mr. Curtis Lang, a 2000 who does not like the BKB on Tiny very much. At least he never used to. Maybe the time to change. That's annoying.
And Mr. Curtis Singh likes to go for power trades instead of face boot.
Yeah, just to increase his farming speed. Well, because you have the extra attack speed.
Yeah,
But also,
because-
some of the Western players have been skipping the drums and they just go treads Ags right away. But
I know who does that. Era.
Era, yeah, Era. Man, we've been watching our Dota Western for sure.
On the same page.
Cast Chinese Dota by night, watch North American and European Dota by
That's
day.
actually what I do though.
That is what I do when I'm not busy working on anything else, which is as often as possible.
Yeah, but this game right now at the moment, I feel the momentum is still slightly with Vici since they have the Aegis, but like LGD can still
Dire's top
catch up
tower
the
is under
Prophet and everyone
attack.
on the map with the relocate. So Vici is still really under pressure trying to push out the lanes. The Tiny is pushing the lanes really quickly with the Acceptor.
And he's matched his final form yet, but he's upgrading now. Level 2 ultimate. Still doesn't have a huge suck. The huge club though. I guess the club looks small, but the tiny big one.
I enjoy the Warcraft tree Tiny more, where you pick up a tree literally when you have an axe.
Did they change that in Warcraft 3 ever, or it still works the same?
I don't know. I haven't been playing Warcraft 3 for ages, but I'm just saying.
Oh man, DDC just gets melted by Super.
Desolator. He's going to go for like all-out damage. Desolator, Daedalus.
They have a life stealer to tank, so Super could just and slide of.
Sit back and enjoy the view.
Radiant's middle tower
Well, I don't know
is
if the
losing
view of the life
its
stealers
radiant
behind is that
structures are
enjoyable, but
fortified.
he'll
The
enjoy doing
street
the damage, I
Dire's
guess.
bottom tower hopes
Yeah.
for aid. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
What do you think about
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I think it's situational, but I think if it goes late enough, it's definitely worth getting.
Yeah,
almost every game.
It's like a lot of damage when if you think about when
Oh, nicely done by Super.
wow.
He's a bit low, but they don't want to commit to this one. Not with BKB Enigma on the field. That's actually a concern for Vici. They do the Rubik though, with Blink, so maybe it's not much of a
Yeah, but
concern
the
actually.
thing with the Rubik is like in the fight, there's Nyx and there's so many AoE spells like Nyx and Venom and the Tiny. He gets killed very easily. He needs to. It's very hard for him to get the steal on the Enigma black hole properly. Since he needs to be very far away, and if they see him, he just dies instantly to either the Tiny or the Nyx. It's very easy to kill him.
I'm really curious to see how this game develops because I feel like for LGD a lot of it does come down to the black hole.
I have my faith on Tony's luck though. Tony Stark, sorry.
I imagine if you the win rate for Tiny late game, it's got to be one of the highest of any character.
Don't have to remind me. I was on the receiving end of that.
Well, Winter, that was before people had been familiarized with the Tiny. Nowadays, everyone should know. Fear the big rock.
I still see the Tiny wrecking my base in my dreams.
Is that an analogy?
Oh, this fight is actually
A euphemism, I guess.
Aegis is running out soon.
No wounds. Going on PPA here.
Aegis is running out soon.
Oh, he needed a bash there. Didn't get it. Even then, it would have been a dangerous dive.
Yeah, it's running out in like 40 seconds, 45 seconds. They have to be really careful.
And also looking at LGD, there's a buyback on the Tiny here, so potentially could be a relocate or TP home and then relocate back into the fight, even if he dies once.
And the Venom has X Scepter, and the only person to be safe from that is the Life Stealer, and everyone is just gonna like drop to 1 HP with the X Scepter, like close to dying with one ultimate.
Well, it's only 8-8. It hasn't been as bloody as our DK IG match earlier, but it's very close. The closest match I've seen in a while.
Middle lane.
I will say,
Middle
Winter. Okay, on to RTK, and the Nyx was here to set it up. RTK will fall.
What did he get?
Stole the Avalanche. Or the toss, rather, the toss. Blink toss the enemy back.
Toss the Life Stealer.
Blink toss.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing, to just blink back to your team and then...
Oh, Middle lane, Devon.
Well, maybe now. So Manny's
Venom,
ready,
Venom.
and they try and duck here, but the bull's gonna... Next on
stolen.
zero, stolen. It goes the other way. FY does get it off on many heroes, but there's no Ember for this. He died while it was happening, and now they just get cleaned up. Tony, Sama, Tony, mercy, please. No mercy.
Oh.
Not from the Brock,
Oh my
man.
God.
No mercy.
If only the Ember wasn't dead, he was able to deal a lot of damage, but like you said, not enough damage when he got 3-man black hole, but they didn't have the damage.
It just comes down to them not having an AoE carry. Life Stealer. Oh.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
I don't think he's quite far enough anyway.
Can,
If
the
he had like
Dyer's
data,
hide has grown thin.
maybe, but he's
Yeah.
only got the mini data.
They are not as strong.
Dyer's middle tower
LGD
is
much stronger
learning to
at
fear.
the moment.
Dyer's
this
middle
might be
tower
actually
has fallen.
The tower down, I think. I don't know if the Rex is gonna...
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
The Rex might go down. There's no
Straight through mid.
There's no fortification. Okay, the
no
Rex
cliff.
is gone.
Dyer's middle tower has
Yeah.
fallen.
They do have
No
the
tree
Ember
shall
Spirit
ever
back.
grow there.
Maybe they can steal something good here. Rubik, he's stolen the Impale. They'll lift up the Nyx, push him back, and they will focus him down.
Okay, the Rex was barely safe. They actually could
Yeah,
have.
but now-
They could have forced to get the Rex. Like they just need to save the relocate to get the Tiny out. But then the Tiny just constantly. They could have just suicided. At least sacrifice the waste for the Rex. I think.
They can always relocate to backdoor it, so I don't really know if they need to worry about it now.
Yeah, true. That's very true.
And Vici Gaming. You know, the hero that hasn't done anything for me with this winter is this Prophet. RTK, 1, 4, and 3. He's just split push.
He's
so
very
poor.
scared because like the Nyx and it's always the constant fear that there's a Nyx, there's a relocate, and you can't. You have to be like really good in your positioning. Otherwise, you're just easy pickings for the enemy heroes. I think like the best way for me when I see this sort of lineup as Prophet, I'll just constantly use my Necrobook when my Necrobook is off cooldown and just push the lanes with it, and I'm just hiding like 10,000 miles away.
Now that's... The issue is though, like, when we looked at this late game, and we said Vici Gaming's pretty good there, even though they're against Tiny Wisp. A lot of that's under the assumption that they can just find pickoffs with the Prophet Hex, but without it, I just feel like they can't exert enough pressure on the map, I think is the way I would put it.
Yeah, because it's like you can't go out too far. There's always the chance you might get caught yourself. That's why they find it really hard for them to exert pressure.
And now, if they get caught against Tiny Wisp, that's just 1 or 2 lanes of rack instantly. I guess one.
It's very difficult,
very
and like you said, the Ember needs like. I feel he just needs to buy out the data instead of going to buy out the next fight, maybe.
Yeah. I don't even think it's a maybe. They need more damage. And he's got an Assault Caress now, so every bit of right click. And this is where Cleave also comes into play, is once heroes start getting that much armor, you kind of just want to hit them with some Cleave crits. Get lucky.
Yeah, you just look at the net worth of Tiny. He's like 7,000 ahead of the lifestealer with Midas. So his Midas was like 8 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that.
Remember when Tiny when he had most of his Ags, when he like phased around with their Ogre Club, they were dead even. And now Tiny's 7k ahead.
Yeah, because of the tether, you got movement speed running around the map to farm and the cleave and everything. He's gonna just pull further and further ahead. Maybe the last item I would say he's gonna get is like the crit on the Tiny. I think that's a good item to round up his items.
Blink Dagger on Yao. One good Blink Impale. That could seal Vici Gaming's fate. With this tier 2 push coming, no glyph available. There's buybacks up on a few heroes though. The Lifestealer, the Ember, and Prophet. And the Vici. So 4 heroes and 3 core. But the Nyx is looking for a blink in and
Dire's
a
bottom
now
tower has fallen.
Sit
It will be a
super narrow
long,
dance with that.
study.
And live with
The Light
the
of Peace is actually barely scratching the Tiny.
I foresee the Radiant's top
yeah,
tower
it's useless
falling
against the
short.
Tiny.
That's a 3-step. Oh boy.
I thought they finished it. They hit the back.
Oh boy, that was a lot of gold. Like 1,000.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's not just that
The
they
shell
stole it. They
encroached
stole it in
no
like
more.
4 hits. 3 hits. Relocate top lane just to farm. Free teleport.
Alright.
It's got a pretty low cooldown.
Yeah, it's
just
not,
over
it's
a
not
minute.
important. They don't really need the cooldown off now. I'm not using it.
If you're Vici though, maybe you say, okay. Well, oh no, they went back. They didn't stay top. It is the Daedalus though.
You mean on the Ember? He finished the Daedalus?
Yeah.
He has to.
He needs to get crit.
Uproot and after them.
He has one remnant inside the Roche, but it doesn't actually give vision.
It's giving him vision.
No, the familiar is giving vision. Just wait. Okay.
No, I think it does give vision.
It doesn't give vision.
It seems unless spectator
Yeah,
mode
unless
is
it's
bugged. I think it does.
I remember
I
it
think
doesn't
it does.
give vision. I remember. Okay, never mind.
It doesn't say on the advanced build.
Yeah, I remember it doesn't give vision when I was playing it. So it
Maybe it was bugged when you first got. That's the thing is like, if you just did a hero when they first get released, there's always quite a few bugs, and then they get fixed later on. So if you're not playing him actively, you might like again the Tiny with the level 1 Ags. When I first played him, it didn't work. But level 1 ult rather.
A lot of stuff like there's a lot of issues when the new stuff come out.
Well, wasn't there a bug at the International one that Gem didn't see wards? I remember there's an EHO. I think it was EHO versus I forget what they're playing, but the enemy had Gem and it couldn't see wards, and it ended up winning the game. It was one of the reasons why they won.
That was hugely unfortunate.
That was like the Wild West of Dota 2, dude. Can you imagine if Gem didn't see wards now? Oh my goodness. There'd be 6 Reddit threads on the top page. 6,000 upvotes each.
It's already so hard to deward with sentries.
No, right? Well, this wasn't the old sentries, but even so.
Wow, a full heart. He purchased a full heart.
Interesting.
Huh,
Very rare to see the heart.
I was expecting damage. More damage.
Butterfly? I feel like Butterfly
that's...
would been pretty good.
Butterfly would be good against the Lifestealer,
Any Ember, you can dodge his Side of Fist as well.
but I think like I was thinking that he's actually really survivable, so I never thought of any defensive items. I was thinking on Daedalus.
Do they need more offense though? I mean, maybe he just hits too hard.
Dire's top tower is under attack. It fights for its life.
Well, if he gets lucky, then
Dire's
he can
top
kill
tower
everyone
has
as well.
fallen.
They do assault cars in this lifestealer, but it's just not enough. You really need an item ahead when you're a lifestealer.
Yeah, the only worry I have about the heart is like if he gives Lifestealer more damage on you, that's all.
Well, Ember good at any high ground. We know that from so far. Super. He's hanging out his base score now. You don't want to let him continue that though. And 35 minutes in, with LGD desperately needing a win, it's all up to Tony. And he's big enough to do it. Almost a 10k
Dire's
net
top
worth of damage on the
tower
light
is
stealer.
feeling its
And he's backed up by
mortality.
Whip. It's not just a tiny. It's a tiny Whip.
Yeah, it's tiny whiz is so it's like the hero becomes multiplied 2 times his potential.
He becomes the Incredible Hulk. He really does.
Dire
Look at him!
structures are fortified.
Scratch!
Doom
It's
is
scratching
on the
him.
Not
way.
even a
Scratching
scratch.
his
And actually, a lot of damage to Super.
Super.
He just goes in with the right clicks they have
Oh,
stolen.
he didn't get the toss off, otherwise
well.
Super would have died, I think.
That's okay.
Oh, look
just
at the
keep on
splash.
smacking Solar.
Look at the splash! Oh my god.
What a hero! They can't do anything. If they go in on him, there's a blink Shiva's Black Hole available. They just cannot engage on Tiny, and they can't not engage on him. They are trapped, Winter. This is a horrible predicament.
This is like you're trapped by a big fat rock, and you can't do anything.
Even the Veno, if they go in on Veno and they don't kill him, he just drops his LGD. Like the perfect lineup to siege the base right now.
Yeah, after the Venom dropped the ultimate, it's like everyone can't stay there, otherwise Tiny would clean everyone with like 1-2 hits.
Yeah, just go back to the fountain for 20 seconds or so. And
20
then start
seconds,
fighting
you
it.
lose your all your buildings.
Well, yeah, he's gonna take the wreck. He might take some damage here though. They do
Dire's
try to
middle
focus him
barracks
for now,
have fallen.
but
The
he's barely been
creeps
tickled.
scatter in
And there's your
fear.
wreck.
Oh,
Well, that was pretty easy.
yeah, that was like, they're just gonna repeat this.
Oh, they're gonna smoke. They're gonna smoke and go back in. Oh,
reload.
no. Reload. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
They were like, oh, maybe we come back. No, there's no smoke. Okay, never.
Yeah. They're just waiting there, like, okay, this,
This Veno is going for the Mushi build though. Yasha.
why not? Damage.
Oh,
Light it
Impale,
up.
it actually connects on Sylar too. Oh boy.
Look at the splash.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
He died in 3 hits to the Tiny, after 1 impale. The life stealer died in 3 hits.
And he's got his alt Cuirass and Armlet. He's not that squishy for a life stealer, but he's no match for Tony.
Oh, Manta.
There's your Manta. Full tank mode. All he's already 6-slotted. I guess he could. No. I mean, he's 6-slotted.
There's nothing to sell. You have to save boots on Tiny.
The Radiant have ended
Yeah,
the
there's just no
job.
point to Boots of Travel, really. Just, you've got the Wisp. Well, he can save for buyback, maybe replace his BKB at some point, but that's a long way off, and this
By
should
the way-
really be the timing
By
to
the
win
way,
the game.
it's like 9 seconds BKB.
Yeah, and I just don't know if he needs to use it anyway. And
Yeah, I
RTK's
think-
gone for a BKB of his own, but he's delaying the hack.
Radiant's bottom tower is fading fast.
I really don't understand
Why BKB?
the BKB after Necro Treads. Like, why is... I understand if you go a damage item or two, but why are so many Chinese profit players doing this build when they're...
After them.
I
losing.
don't like to get BKB on profits.
I feel like if this was Bulldog, he would definitely be getting a hack. Or Shadow Blade or Maelstrom.
Anything,
Like,
yeah, as long as it gives you damage, I think it's what they need. Whatever survivable items you get at this point is not helpful against Tony.
well, I guess at this point, Vici are saying we haven't won one big fight. Play active team fight. Obviously, the game is smoked up for this. We'll try to win. We start on the time. But he's very checking the Artful Casino nicely. A black hole. Stolen by FY. He turns it around. Is it enough? I don't think so. Tony's still alive. The Rubik is falling. But now, maybe clean up. DD dropping low. Though they go back in. Tiny goes hard. But he gets stunned by the familiars. 1, twice. And now they bring him down. They've done it. Super's done it. But it's all alone. He's got to retreat.
Your days.
Well, that was about as good as they could have hoped for, Winter.
The Tiny actually went back in. He could have like backed off, but he thought he will never die with the overcharge. But they had one last slide of his to finish him off.
He had I feel like this is where he really should have evasion, you know? I don't feel that Spartan is actually doing that much for him against Lifestealer.
Yeah, I have to agree, but the heart means that he can take a lot of sustained damage over time when they're sieging. It's pros and cons.
Yeah. In the team fight, not as good, but yeah, in the siege, better. That's a good point. Now they'll continue that siege, and they'll lift him up once again. Remember, he did buy back. If he manages to die again, that's 100
Dire's
people on the
bottom
side, but
tower is no more.
oh, I'm kidding. There's no black hole here. I don't think
Dire's
Rex to
bottom
fall.
barracks have fallen. The sound echoes in
Have
the
caught
trees.
2 on the way out, but Tiny's still there. The Ward is standing strong for his team.
Wow, the Wiz almost died. Poor guy.
I just think Super's like 1 or 2 items away. You know, he just doesn't have enough farm yet.
he has like 7, 2, and 4 to score right now, but he still needs so much more damage, I feel. Maybe one more Daedalus, or even like maybe the Battle Fury could be what he needs right now. Like, because like in the fights, the Whis and the Tiny could possibly be standing to each other. The Cleave could be really useful against that.
Yeah, and especially when the Tiny's got, what is it, 40 armor? No, 30 armor, 29 armor.
Okay.
So, and that's without counting things like the mech. Maybe they'll go for a Vlad's later on, overcharge as well. So, I would also like to see something like a Battle Fury just to give you that chance at a big cleave crit. But even if they get one, he's got 4,000 now. 3,800 to be exact.
He's a tough rock to kill, that's about it. And with the Black Hole backing him up and the Venom, it's gonna be really... Like, maybe you manage to down him after the entire team throws everything at him, and his team will finish you off. Because you took so much damage.
Well, they've got the Halberd. Do you know if the Halberd prevents Sleight of Fist, actually?
Oh, that one, I have not tried that.
Right, well, we'll find out, I guess. Well, maybe I'll test it after this game in a practice lobby. But for now, they're actually chasing. They've dropped 2 spears. No, just one. I'm lagging a little bit here. And they go right in on Pia. They get off the bashes, but they need some more damage. Another Sleight of Fist. He's still at about half health. No Black Hole. It's cooling down right now. Does the Rubik still have his own? No, he's got caught.
Maybe he should be in trouble.
They could go back in with Black Hole. They've got to be careful. And into the trees goes Super, but a Blink Impale's gonna find him. He's dead. Just okay. Now popped out at the absolute worst possible time, and
Dire's top tower is under attack.
DD's done it. The squad, LGD pisses back. They're now 2 and 3, and so too are Vici.
Radiant victory.
A must-win for LGD, and they pull it out of the hand.
Of the
It
fallen.
was a really good game by the time. He knew that he was gonna be really strong, and he played really well in the engages and etc. But the only thing I feel was maybe a bit weird was the item selection, the heart like you mentioned.